feel like I'm now truly embracing my authenticity, and that's my superpower. For my whole life, look, 11:11 on the clock, and that's me, period. I just never fit in. Like, and I tried so hard. Like, when I tell you I tried so hard, I figured, like, okay, maybe if I wore the same brands that these kids was wearing, that I could fit in. I wore my hair like that. Maybe I did my nails or my makeup. But still, even with those name brands on and stuff like that, I still like in here, I was just different. Like I was mad smart. Usually the super fly kids in school, like they be the bad kids. They don't be the most intelligent kids most of the time. That's just how it be. That's just how it be, you know. But I've been a mad genius. I've been in love with math. I've been, you know, a nerd since forever. Just a really attractive one. So that actually going down that rabbit hole actually made me very materialistic. It made me very vain. And it actually took a very large toll on me because I just wasn't able to embrace my natural anymore. When I tell you I could not wear my natural hair, I didn't know what my natural hair looked like. Yo, when I tell you I used to get my acrylics done every week to the point where even taking off the old acrylics, my nail was so thin that it hurt. To press down on it, it hurt, and I would still go and put some more nails on top of it. When I tell you I could not go to school if I didn't have no fly shit to wear, like it was a bad. It was bad. It wasn't until when? Maybe like college? Probably like college when I like really I went away to college, so I had a lot of time to just, be alone. It really didn't matter, what I looked like, what I had on to an extent. It didn't matter to me because I'm like, this is my first taste of independence, At this point, who cares? The only thing that matters is what am I about to do with my life? You know what I'm saying? So the more I started tapping in with myself, and the solitude actually gave me time to really take care of myself. I cut the perm out of my hair, started growing my hair out natural, started using more natural products. I tried to eat better, kinda. Fake was exercising, fake, was still working on consistency and really was diving into my studies. I still party on the weekend here and there, or whatever. But like, I really was focused on what makes me happy, what's gonna matter in my life, because I realized like everybody who I thought mattered and their opinion didn't mean nothing, and they probably not really doing nothing with their life. Like I really have a bright future. I really got my head on my shoulders. So let me take that opportunity and make something of myself. So one thing led to another. I actually started getting really drawn to crystals. Like there was necklaces that had like little crystal pendants that I used to like buy online, and granted they weren't real crystals, but I still had an affinity for the stones. So I started looking more into them than actually getting real stones. I started diving into chakras, started diving into like holistic healing and dieting and veganism, vegetarianism. I was pescatarian for a long time, and like one thing just led to another. It just like snowballed. Like the more I would seek, the more I would find. And it's like God would place certain people on my path that would teach me more, because I'm more of an in-person type of a learner, like or student, should I say. Like I like to really be engaged in whatever I'm interested in. Like online classes is but the in-person, that's just how, that's my generation. We're probably the last generation before COVID that actually got, that real social human to human connection before everything really started going digital. So that's really where I thrive. So yeah, I say all this to say that, even though God placed different people on my journey, still the journey has been pretty lonely. The more I started to like change and evolve and want to be different. The people that I used to hang out with, I just couldn't hang with them no more. I wasn't resonating with what they was doing no more. I wasn't eating the same food, so it was tough for me to go out to eat. You know what I'm saying? I had other goals and ambitions. I just didn't want to do the same old that we used to link up and do. You know what I'm saying? So at one point I just really had to just let it go. Like, no beef, no shade. We just literally just grew apart. So, and that was kind of tough. And it still is, you know what I'm saying? It still is because, when you have love for a person and you just have to go separate ways, and it's like, you want to take them on the journey, but you just can't force nobody to choose the decision that you chose. Like, if you get a call and then you answer the call, like, you can't three-way the person on. It's not the convo for them. It's just not, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, I feel like I've joined a lot of communities, I've joined a lot of groups, and still it's never been the right fit. Like, they might have the business aspect, but they lost the creative aspect. You know what I'm saying? They might have the creative or the business, but they don't have the spiritual. You know what I'm saying? Or they don't got the fashion aspect. They don't got the drip. They don't got the sauce. So, a lot of times when you're looking for something you can't find it, it's a high indication that you're supposed to create it. So I stepped to the plate, you know what I'm saying? And I created the GodIs Tribe. This is a sacred space. It's a place that I'd like to be home for all the different women, divine feminine beings, all the goddesses who feel like me, where you just kind of feel like you don't belong. Because the truth of the matter is, you kind of don't. No. Okay. The real truth of the matter is, you may not belong with the rest of society. You may be in this world, but you ain't of this world. You know what I'm saying? But you've been placed here for a divine reason. And you're not alone. A lot of the times, the chosen ones, like, we're not gonna be all in the same spot. Like, God sprinkles us all over the globe, because in these dark areas across the planet, we're that light, you know? It don't make sense for like 10 light beings to be in the same space. Like, we need to be spread out. And unfortunately, it gets hard on us because it's like, we doing all this shadow work, we doing all this healing work, we spreading our light, we're being misunderstood. Sometimes we get crucified, you know what I'm saying? And we just gotta eat it and talk to our spirit guides and be like this with God, and have a connection with our ancestors and our galactic family, and just keep it pushing. And it's easier said than done. Some days are easier than other days, I'll say that. But I wanted to create this space for all the beautiful light beings, and it's not just open to just the divine feminines. Like, I want some divine masculines to be in there too, because even though it's a God is GODIS, because God is everything, everyone, interconnected, omnipresent, omnipotent, omnipotent, all of the things. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, this is a safe space for all of us to connect, to hold each other accountable, to grow, to evolve, to ascend, to ground our paradise on earth, because now is the time. Now is the time. So, I would be so thrilled to have you a part of the tribe. My name is Ziara, the Goddess XTC, or L Goddess XTC. Either way, and this is your formal, cordial invitation to join the tribe. Will you answer the call? Will you unite and rise together? It's up to you. I hope to see you there. And if not, why not? But the invitation is always open. You can join at any time. Okay? I can't wait to see you there. Wow.